I just spent some thousands and 6 months visiting Europe's most Instagram famous destinations, and I'm about to expose the shocking truth that travel influencers don't want you to know. Some of these places were so disappointing, I actually felt scammed. But before you cancel your Europe trip, stick around because I'm also revealing the hidden gems that are 10 times better and cost half the price. If you're planning a trip to Europe and don't want to waste your money like I did, this video could save you thousands of dollars. But first, can you guess which famous European city made me want to fly home after just one day? Drop your guess in the comments right now. And if you love brutally honest travel content that saves you money, smash that subscribe button because we are about to dive deep into Europe's biggest tourist traps. What's up, fellow travelers? I'm Name, and over the past 6 months, I've been on an epic mission to visit the 25 most hyped destinations in Europe. I'm talking about the places that flood your Instagram feed, the spots every travel blogger tells you to visit, and the destinations that have waiting lists longer than a Taylor Swift concert. But here's what nobody talks about: some of these places are complete tourist traps that will drain your wallet and leave you feeling more frustrated than fulfilled. I spent over $600 just to see one famous landmark that took me literally 12 seconds to experience. And that's just the beginning. Today, I'm ranking these 25 destinations from mildly overrated to absolutely avoid at all costs. And trust me, number 1 on this list will shock you. It's a place that millions of people visit every year, but I'm about to tell you why it's Europe's biggest scam. Before we start this journey together, if you're finding value in this honest travel content, hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this to more travelers who need to see this truth. Let's start with number 25, and remember, we're counting down from mildly disappointing to absolute disasters. Number 25, Santorini, Greece. Santorini. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, the sunsets are incredible. But here's what Instagram doesn't show you: this tiny island is absolutely crushed by cruise ship tourists. I'm talking about 15,000 people pouring onto this small island every single day. That famous sunset in Oya? I waited 3 hours in a crowd so thick I couldn't even see the sunset properly. And don't get me started on the prices: $40 for a basic dinner, $300 plus per night for a decent hotel. There are literally dozens of Greek islands that are more beautiful and cost half the price. Number 24, Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Number 24, Neuschwanstein Castle. This Disney-inspired fairy tale castle looks magical in photos, but the reality? You get exactly 30 minutes inside with a rushed audio tour, surrounded by hundreds of other tourists. I paid $45 for tickets and transportation just to feel like I was in a cattle line at Disneyland. Number 23, Park Güell, Barcelona. Park Güell in Barcelona lands at number 23. Gauda's colorful mosaics are undeniably artistic, but you now have to pay $15 just to enter what used to be a free public park. The famous Serpentine Bench? You'll wait 45 minutes just to get a photo without strangers in the background. Number 22, Hallstatt, Austria. Hallstatt, Austria. This tiny village of 800 people now receives 1 million tourists per year. The mayor literally had to install barriers because tourists were taking selfies in people's backyards. It's beautiful, but spending more than 2 hours here is overkill, especially when nearby Salzburg offers similar alpine charm without the chaos. Number 21, Blarney Castle, Ireland. And rounding out our first batch at number 21, Blarney Castle in Ireland. You literally paid $25 to kiss a stone that millions of people have kissed before you. During COVID, I thought this tradition might die out, but nope. People are still lining up to participate in what might be the most unsanitary tourist attraction in Europe. Okay, hold up. Before we continue, I need to know, have you been to any of these places? Did you love them or agree they're overrated? Let me know in the comments because I love hearing different perspectives. Number 20, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. Number 20, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I hate to break it to you, but it's just a tilted tower. That's it. The entire experience is walking around a small field taking the same forced perspective photo that everyone takes. You can literally see everything Pisa has to offer in 30 minutes. Florence is just an hour away and offers 100 times more culture and history. Number 19 Spanish Steps, Rome. The Spanish Steps in Rome at number 19. These are literally just stairs, people. Beautiful stairs, sure, but you can't even sit on them anymore due to new regulations. You'll fight through crowds, take a quick photo, and then wonder why this made it onto your Rome itinerary when the Pantheon is free and far more impressive. Number 18 Trevi Fountain, Rome. Speaking of Rome, the Trevi Fountain lands at number 18. Don't get me wrong, it's stunning, but the experience is awful. You're packed shoulder to shoulder with thousands of people, all trying to throw coins and take selfies. I counted over 500 people in the small space around the fountain at 7 a.m. Early morning, and it was still chaos. Number 17 Checkpoint Charlie, Berlin. Checkpoint Charlie in Berlin. This historic Cold War crossing point is now just a tourist trap with actors in costumes charging $10 for photos. The real history is completely commercialized, and you'll learn more about the Berlin Wall at the actual East Side Gallery, which is free and far more authentic. Number 16 Stonehenge, England. Number 16 Stonehenge. I'm going to be honest here, you literally can't get close to the stones. You walk around them at a distance behind ropes, listening to an audio guide for about 45 minutes. That's $35 for what feels like looking at rocks from across a parking lot. Avebury Stone Circle nearby is free, older, and you can actually touch the stones. If you're learning something new about these famous destinations, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed because we're about to get into the destinations that really shocked me with how overrated they are. Number 15 Mannequin Pies, Brussels. Number 15 Mannequin Pies in Brussels. It's a tiny statue of a peeing boy that's maybe 24 inches tall, surrounded by crowds of confused tourists taking photos. I literally walked past it twice before realizing this was the famous attraction. The waffles from the street vendor nearby were more impressive than this so-called landmark. Number 14 The Little Mermaid, Copenhagen. Copenhagen's Little Mermaid statue at number 14. This statue is smaller than most garden decorations, sitting on a rock by the harbor. Tourists gather around looking genuinely confused about what they're supposed to be excited about. Copenhagen has amazing food, culture, and architecture. Skip the mermaid and explore the real city. Number 13 London Bridge, London. Number 13 London Bridge. Plot twist: most tourists are actually looking for Tower Bridge. London Bridge is just a regular modern bridge with zero historical significance. Even when people find the right bridge, it's just a bridge over the Thames. London has incredible free museums, beautiful parks, and amazing neighborhoods. Don't waste time bridge hunting. Number 12 Casa Batlló, Barcelona. Casa Batlló in Barcelona lands at number 12. While Gauda's architecture is undeniably unique, you'll pay $45 for a self-guided tour of what's essentially a fancy apartment building. The crowds move at a snail's pace, and honestly, you can appreciate Gauda's genius just as well from the street outside for free. Number 11 Swiss Alps Scenic Trains. Number 11 might be controversial: the Swiss Alps scenic train routes. Now, the Alps are absolutely breathtaking, but these tourist trains are incredibly overpriced. The Glacier Express costs over $300 for what's essentially a regular train ride with bigger windows. You can see the same stunning scenery from regular trains for a fraction of the price, and you'll have more flexibility to stop and explore. Alright, we're getting into the top 10 now, and this is where things get really interesting. Some of these destinations might surprise you because they're places that everyone says you must visit in Europe. But I'm about to tell you why they might leave you feeling more disappointed than inspired. Number 10 Mont Saint-Michel, France. Number 10 Mont Saint-Michel in France. This medieval abbey on a tidal island is undeniably spectacular in photos, but the reality is harsh. It's a 3-hour drive from Paris, parking costs $15, and once you arrive, you're shuffled through narrow streets packed with souvenir shops and overpriced restaurants. The abbey itself costs another $25, and you're rushed through with massive tour groups. The magic gets lost in the commercialization. Number 9 Oktoberfest, Munich. Number 9 Oktoberfest in Munich. Before you hate me, hear me out. Yes, it's a cultural experience, but it's also incredibly overpriced and overcrowded. A single beer costs $15.20, you need reservations months in advance, and unless you're in a group of 6-8 people, good luck getting a table. Munich has incredible beer gardens year-round that offer the same authentic Bavarian experience without the tourist markup and chaos. Number 8 Keukenhof Gardens, Netherlands. Keukenhof Gardens in the Netherlands at number 8. These tulip gardens are only open 8 weeks per year, cost $25 to enter, and are absolutely mobbed with tourists. The flowers are beautiful, but you'll spend more time navigating crowds than enjoying nature. Plus, the Netherlands has hundreds of tulip fields that you can see for free if you rent a bike and explore the countryside. Number 7 Lake Bled, Slovenia. Number 7 Lake Bled, Slovenia. This one hurts because I wanted to love it so much. The lake with the island church is picture perfect, but it's become incredibly touristy. The famous cream cake costs $8, boat rides to the island are $25 per person, and the lake walk is crowded with selfie stick-wielding tourists. Slovenia has dozens of equally beautiful lakes that aren't overrun with Instagram photographers. Number 6 Norwegian Fjords Cruise Tours. The Norwegian Fjords Cruise Tours land at number 6. The fjords themselves are absolutely incredible, some of the most beautiful landscapes on Earth. But these organized cruise tours are expensive and give you very limited time to actually experience the fjords. You're spending most of your time on a crowded ship with hundreds of other tourists, getting rushed glimpses of the scenery. Renting a car and driving the fjord roads gives you a much more authentic and affordable experience. Okay, I need to pause here because I know some of you are probably getting upset with me right now. If you've been to any of these places and had an amazing time, please share your experience in the comments. I want to hear the other side of the story. And if you're agreeing with me, let me know which destination surprised you the most. Alright, we've reached the top 5 the destinations that I found most overrated in all of Europe. These are places that millions of people visit every year, but in my honest opinion, they're tourist traps that will leave you feeling more frustrated than fulfilled. Number 5 Cinque Terre, Italy. Number 5 Cinque Terre, Italy. These 5 colorful coastal villages are undeniably beautiful, but they're victims of their own success. The trains are packed like sardine cans, the hiking trails are overcrowded and sometimes closed due to erosion from too many tourists, and the villages themselves are more tourist shops than authentic Italian culture. A basic meal costs $50 plus per person, and you'll struggle to find accommodation under $200 per night. Italy has hundreds of equally beautiful coastal towns that aren't overrun with cruise ship tourists. Number 4 Neuschwanstein surrounding area. Wait, didn't I already mention Neuschwanstein? Number 4 is actually the entire tourist trap ecosystem around the castle. The village of Hohenschwangau has become a tourist hellscape of overpriced restaurants, souvenir shops, and parking scams. Horse carriages charge $15 for a 10-minute ride, restaurants serve microwaved German food for triple the normal price, and you'll feel like you're in a theme park rather than experiencing authentic Bavaria. #3 Venice, Italy. Number 3 Venice, Italy. This one's going to be controversial, but hear me out. Venice is absolutely unique and historically incredible, but the tourist experience has become awful. The city is literally sinking under the weight of 25 million tourists per year. A simple coffee costs $15 if you sit down, restaurants serve mediocre food for astronomical prices, and you'll spend more time navigating crowds than admiring architecture. The authentic Venetian culture has been almost completely replaced by tourist-focused businesses. Number 2 Paris in August. Number 2 Paris during peak summer, especially August. Paris is an incredible city, but visiting during peak season is a nightmare. The Louvre has 3-hour lines, the Eiffel Tower area is a chaos of street vendors and pickpockets, many local businesses are closed for vacation, and the city becomes a tourist zoo rather than the romantic destination you've imagined. Paris in October or March is magical, Paris in August is a tourist trap. Number 1 Dublin, Ireland. And the number 1 most overrated destination in Europe is Dublin, Ireland. Before you grab your pitchforks, let me explain. Dublin has become extremely expensive. We're talking London prices without London's attractions. A pint of beer costs $8.12, accommodation is astronomical, and most of the Irish culture you'll experience is designed for tourists. Temple Bar is overcrowded and overpriced, and the city centre feels more like a corporate business district than a charming European capital. Ireland's real magic is in the countryside, small towns, and West Coast, not in Dublin. If you made it this far, you're clearly serious about authentic travel. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because I'm constantly sharing honest travel advice that saves you money and disappointment. Okay, I know I've been pretty harsh, but I don't want to leave you feeling like Europe is all tourist traps. Let me share some incredible alternatives that are just as beautiful but without the crowds and inflated prices. Instead of Santorini, visit Naxos or Paros, equally stunning Greek islands with better food, friendly locals, and half the price. Instead of Venice, explore Bruges in Belgium or Annecy in France, canal cities with medieval charm but without the chaos. Instead of overcrowded Cinque Terre, check out the Amalfi Coast towns like Atrani or Ferrore, or better yet, visit Portugal's Douro Valley. Instead of expensive Swiss Alps trains, take the regular trains through Austria's Salzkammergut region, same mountain views, fraction of the cost. Skip Dublin and head to Cork, Galway, or Killarney for authentic Irish culture and hospitality. Instead of fighting crowds at Kukenhof, rent a bike and explore the Ballinstreak region during tulip season. You'll have the fields to yourself. Rather than the tourist trap that is Hallstatt, visit nearby Gosau or Bad Ischl for alpine beauty without the Instagram crowds. And instead of overpriced Barcelona attractions, explore Valencia, similar architecture, better food, more affordable, and far fewer tourists. Here's the thing, I'm not trying to ruin your Europe dreams. I'm trying to help you have better Europe experiences. Some of my most magical travel moments have happened in places that aren't on the typical tourist trail. The small fishing village in Portugal where I learned to cook with a local family. The hiking trail in Romania where I didn't see another tourist for 3 days. The family-run restaurant in Slovenia where they insisted I stay for homemade brandy and stories. Look, if you've already booked trips to some of these places, don't cancel them. Many of these destinations became famous for good reasons. They are beautiful and historically significant. But go in with realistic expectations, visit during off-peak times when possible, and always look for ways to experience them more authentically. Here are my top 3 tips for avoiding tourist traps anywhere in Europe. First, research beyond Instagram and travel blogs. Look at recent Google reviews from actual visitors, not influencer posts. Second, consider visiting during shoulder seasons. April, May, and September, October often offer better weather than peak summer with far fewer crowds. Third, always ask locals for recommendations. That random person at the bus stop probably knows a better restaurant than the one with tourist menus in 5 languages. Travel should inspire you, challenge you, and create memories that last a lifetime. When you're fighting crowds, overpaying for mediocre experiences, and feeling rushed through attractions, that magic gets lost. I want you to fall in love with travel the way I have by seeking out authentic experiences, connecting with local cultures, and discovering places that feel like your own secret discoveries. If this video helped you rethink your Europe travel plans or saved you from any expensive tourist traps, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps more travelers discover this content. And definitely subscribe if you want more honest travel advice, destination guides, and money-saving tips. I post new travel content every Tuesday. Most importantly, drop a comment and tell me about your own overrated destination experiences. Have you been to any of these places? Did you love them or agree they're overhyped? Or share a hidden gem that you think deserves more attention. I read every single comment and love connecting with fellow travelers. And hey, if you're planning a Europe trip and want to avoid the tourist traps I mentioned today, check out my other videos where I break down the best hidden gems in every European country. Trust me, there are incredible destinations out there waiting to be discovered. You just need to know where to look. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, the best travel experiences usually happen off the beaten path.